Hey guys, how's it going? My name is always, and welcome back to Stoneblock. In the last episode, we were working on getting a Draconic sword and getting a Wither Skeleton spawner of sorts so that we could get a mob soul. And, well, right here it is. It's a tiny little Wither Skeleton. And that is going to be crucial for today. Because what we're going to do is set up a way to get, well, a ton of mob skulls. So, specifically the Wither Skeleton skulls. So, what we're going to do is we're going to modify this section to, well, include that stuff. And hopefully, if we have to add 3 more drawers, that's going to be about it. And we can set everything up and then get like a ton of Wither Skeleton skulls so that we can summon in a ton of Withers so that we can get a ton of Nether stars. So I've been doing some work off camera. Obviously the system that we set up, let's go look at it real quick because this system worked so well when I had a bunch of upgrades. So it is right down here, I do believe. And yeah, so there is a Wither Skeleton spawner right here. I put in a bunch of speed upgrades and just let them... Actually, this is just a skeleton spawner. I should clarify. Falls into the witch water, turns into Wither Skeletons. And I literally stood out here for like, I don't know, 10-15 minutes. Not even that long. I stood out here for like 5 minutes. And this place was completely filled with Wither Skeletons. So it actually didn't take me that long to get the soul. Which is good if we need to get another soul. It's not too difficult to do. So let's head back here. And we need to do a couple of things. First of all, I have a rhodium. So now we can make a laser lens. That is going to be super useful. So lens, let's get just a normal clear laser lens. And we're going to make a crystal laser lens. Because this thing will give us a ton more iridium from a 1.43% chance to a 6% chance. And that's what we need. So we're going to go attach that to our mining laser thing. And all we have to do is break that and put a crystal lens. Perfect. Cool. So with that, we should start getting more iridium. And hopefully, we'll take a look, because I don't believe we had any starting off this episode. I just got the last one I needed. I was actually killing some time, hopefully getting that, hoping to get that, rather, before the episode, before I started the episode. So we have no iridium. We'll come back near the end of the episode and see how many we have. Now, before we set up the Wither Skeleton spawner, we're going to need to do something, and that is we need to upgrade it. So Draconic Evolution used to work a little bit differently than it does now. And specifically, the Stabilized Spawner works differently. There are 4 tiers, Basic, Wyvern, Draconic, and Chaotic. And it used to be that you could add a Nether Star and a Golden Apple, the Notch Apple, to give these different effects. Basic would spawn fewer than the Wyvern, Wyvern would spawn fewer than Draconic, and so on. I don't think you could use the Chaotic in the last version of Draconic Evolution I really played with. But now they've changed it so that the core that you use changes the effects. And the effects are seen here. So the Basic is for mobs with a delay of 10 to 40 seconds, but it requires the player, and the spawn requirements have to be met. Now, I believe for Wither Skeletons, it has to be in a... it could... Actually, I don't know. I don't actually know if it has to be in a Nether Fortress or in the Nether at least. But I believe that used to be the case. Wyvern tier spawns 6 mobs with a delay between 5 and 20 seconds. Does not require a player. And will only spawn if the spawn requirements are met. But Draconic tier is what we want. So 8 mobs with a delay of between 2.5 to 10 seconds. Does not require us and ignores the spawn requirements. So that's what we want. So we need to make a another Draconic core. The is it called an Awakened core? Yeah, Awakened core. Which is actually pretty easy. So let's just get this going. And then we get to have the fun experience of setting this up. So we'll go ahead and make that. Let's see, this goes here. Okay. So, a couple things we need to do. I'm actually going to put that in there. We also have, for our mob grinder, which we'll have to set up while we're in there, the mob masher upgrade, specifically the beheading upgrades. And then something else that we're going to want to do is probably set up some sort of redstone. And I think we're going to go pretty basic and just do redstone conduits. So there is the Awakened core we're going to need. Let's get some, because I believe, let's double check and make sure that hasn't changed. So if you have, oh, that'd be nice. Let's see, each spawner. There should be something. No, okay. Typically, you can have redstone conduits, but I don't know if that's the case. I don't know that we care. We'll see if it gets bad, but hopefully things will be okay out here. So what we need to do is we need to light up this area and prevent things out from spawning on this cursed earth. So that is kind of the first step. We need to get in here and light it up well enough that we can actually do stuff. And hopefully, we'll also, let's actually get some cobblestone. Yeah, let's get some cobblestone, smelting into normal stone. And we'll deal with that later. So, yeah, we just need to light everything up in here so that it doesn't spawn too much more. And unfortunately, because the spider saw us, he's really going to try to get after us. So, can we hit F7? Yes. And I guess the only place is right here. So set that up, and what we're gonna do is kind of find the center. So let's see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 2 4 6 8 9. So 2 4 6 8 11. So 2 4 6, it's right here, and it's right here. So this is where we're going to put the spawner. And let's go ahead and fly. I don't think you're actually there. No, those guys are not actually there. We're gonna put the mob masher upgrade. You know what, let's see if we can't get the sharpness as well. Since we're in here, I wouldn't mind. Let's make some upgrades to this. So let's get some redstone conduits. So that should be pretty easy. And let's get some levers. So stick. 2 levers should be enough. I don't know if this will work or not, but we can find out. And we're also going to want some lamps. Yes, we can craft a bunch of these. Let's get like 10 of them. And I don't know how easy this is going to be, but let's get into here. And let's see, we could put don't know why they weren't taking damage. Let's do like one here, one here, and basically we're just gonna set up some lights down here, and hopefully that'll be good enough. And then what we can also do is put some redstone conduits here and have this hooked up to the spawner. So before we put the spawner down, let's make a couple things, and then I will probably go off camera and do some of this stuff, because it's not going to be terribly interesting to watch me kind of dig around and then fill up the area again with stone, which, speaking of which, let's go grab the first batch. So let's see about getting the upgrade that is the sharpness. Let's see, where are they? I don't know what it's called. Okay. So this needs gold nuggets and iron swords. So let's go ahead and teach the system how to do both of those. And let's get the sharpness. That way it kills everything fairly quickly. Looting, don't care. Fire aspect, don't care. Smite, don't care. You know, smite might not be bad. So can we get 10 of these? Very easily. Okay. So let's go ahead and just have this. Get the sharpness. And that will be done fairly quickly. So then we can hook up the stabilized mob spawner and see what happens. So we're going to turn our... Wow, I have 88 levels. That would be from all of the mobs dying. That is probably causing lag. I think we can fix that. So let's get the mob masher. And let's get this stuff in here. So let's see, we'll put sharpness and that. Now we don't want to touch that. In fact, we could set up something with it, but let's put our wither skeleton. And this isn't connecting. Down, input, output, strong signal. And let's see if, so it just spawned. And they're going to fight against the, they're going to fight against stuff. And, okay, so redstone signals do turn this off. I want this to be able to be turned off, so we're going to keep that like that. And, yeah, we're gonna have to wait and see what all comes into this area. In terms of, like, what we're going to need to fill things with. But the next thing we need to do is put the Awaken core in here, which will get our Draconic core back. But now this is going to be silly. So I am going to hook up everything. And what I'm thinking is probably right over here, having a couple levers for the lights and then the mob spawner. And we can do that pretty easily. So it'll be this one. Just by putting conduits like so. And let's see, that is west, I think. No, that is north. Input. And we can change that as needed. So if that's green, then we can put another one here. do the same thing north, and have this one be black for the weather skeleton. So maybe making this one yellow would be cool for lights. So I will get some signs. I'm going to get that hooked up and get everything kind of hooked up in terms of getting the lights and the spawner and all that kind of fun stuff. So then we can come back in a little bit and clean things up. Actually want to put this here for now. So it should be on the, yep. And if I turn that on, we'll get a black signal, which then we can put up into the ceiling and put where we need to. So I'm going to do all that, and I'll come back once that is finished. Alright, so a little bit later, I ran into a couple of problems. Nothing too major. One hit the Draconic Evolution room, which is directly above this. Just a little bit, but nothing too much. I did die. I touched the mob masher. It works really well. And I died. So yeah, that happened. Not a big deal. So the lights are installed. There is one thing I want to do. I want some, what is it called? Not black stained glass. What is it? Dark glass? Maybe. Let's see. I think it might be dark glass that I want, which is just thickened glass with dark. Yeah, I think that's what I want. We can do some testing to see if that is in fact, where is it? Okay, so we need thickened glass. I don't know if we know how to make thickened glass. Nope. But we do have a bunch of glass, and so we should be able to make dark glass pretty easily. Don't care about the ineffable glass. That stuff is a little bit different. Does Extra Utilities 2 have any sort of guidance? A book? Yes. Do I have that? Extra? No. Okay, let's make that. I can make a book and quill pretty easily. So there is a couple of problems with the system. Nothing too major. But yeah, let's look into this. Let's see, introduction. So we want to get to one of the last things probably, and I don't see it, so that is unfortunate. Yeah, so I'm gonna probably look that up real quick. Unfortunately, their book is pretty awful, but I believe the dark glass is what I want. So I'm gonna look that up real quick and just make sure. But if it is, what we need to do, apologies for that. Let's get like 12 of it. Regardless, it doesn't matter too much. It's not like it's expensive or anything. But yes, okay, so it does do what I want it to do, which is it's kind of like the new glass in vanilla Minecraft, where it is transparent for us, but it does not allow light to transfer. So we're just going to get a little bit of dark glass, and I want to be able to see in here, so we're just going to do something like this. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 11. So just so we can kind of see in and see what's going on, we'll fill in the rest of that with stone. And then we have our entrance right back here. So as you can see, the lights are currently on and the spawner is off. Now, okay, couple of problems. One, even with the lights on, there is the occasional spawn. It's not quite, I want that experience. It's not quite light enough in there for everything to not, for it to be completely spawn proof, but it's pretty good. So if we turn on the spawner, or turn off the spawner rather, you can see it is starting to spin up. And in fact, I think we can go ahead and turn that off. And there is the problem that they have to kind of run into each other for the stuff to work. I could move that. The other problem is the spawner is not actually centered at all. So that is kind of not a great thing, but whatever. I did center the lights. There are lights all the way around. There's 9 of them, I believe. So we have a couple of lights left, but I can easily turn those off, and then it immediately spawns like everything, and we can still kind of see in there. So yeah, this is working perfectly. If we want only wither skeletons, we turn the lights on. They ignore all spawn requirements, so darkness does not matter. They will pick up items sometimes, which is unfortunate, but as you can see, we're going to get items. And if I turn both of these off, we can kind of see what we're getting that is not in the system. And so I can start putting those into the system. So sulfur, necrotic bones. Yeah, we're probably going to need a little bit more room, but I'm going to get that fixed later. That's not too much of a problem. So I hate these Endermen. They're everywhere. So what are we going to do for the rest of the episode? Honestly, I have no idea. I haven't thought that far ahead. But I will get the system set up for all of the items we're going to get from the wither skeletons here in a bit. But I think for now, one, essence. Now there is the problem that we'd have to go down there and pick up stuff when we want to summon in withers. But that's also not that big of a problem. I've been collecting a little bit of the dragon egg essence as I can, as I remember, so that we can try to get a dragon egg, because we did make the dragon egg mill, which we can set up and then get rid of this guy. But we don't really need it right now, so it's not that big of a deal. How much erodium do we have? We have 7. In like less than a half hour probably. We have 8 more erodium crystals. So that is awesome. So I think for the rest of the episode, let's go ahead and just do some questing. Start a Stoneblock, we can't do anything there. But power generation, there is a bunch of machines we can start making. So, what are the machines we've made? Survival, furnace, and culinary, plus the ender pearl. The ender generator. So, let's go ahead and get all the generators crafted up. So, magmatic, we're going to need, let's see, magmatic, heated redstone. So we're going to need 2 furnace, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 furnace generators. Probably a few more after that, but we're going to need 11 furnaces. So that is not too much of a problem. Let's just go ahead and make a stack of those. And then we're going to need to make the machine blocks. So we're going to need some chests. Let's get like 10 of those. That's not a problem. And let's go ahead and just do that and make a bunch of these guys. So we have more than we need. But let's go ahead and make the magmatic. Make sure that the book detects that. And we're actually going to need a second magmatic. So we're going to need more gold. Why is gold such a problem? Okay, I have a ton of golden apples. Can I smelt these up? No, of course not. I I do have a little bit of ore. So let's get a chest. We're going to need, I believe we're going to need one of the furnace generators. We're going to basically remake all of these generators as needed. But let's do this. This will be pretty quick, I think. It's not quicker than this. And let's get all of the gold and copper as a side effect, but whatever. And let's get another magmatic generator so that we can make a heated redstone generator, which is going to require a redstone block. Not too difficult there. Then we're going to need, what's next? Potion generator. Easy enough. Pink generator. We need pink wool. And that is easy. We're just going to be dumping all of these guys in here. And completing all these quests. So, it's going to give us just loot chests. That is fine by me. Okay, so what's next? The Overclock Generator requires a block of gold, which is unfortunate. Explosive Generator needs TNT. Do we know how to make TNT? No. That is fine. These are things that we're probably never going to use, for the record, but we're going to make... We need some wither skulls, which we should have plenty of. Yeah, we have 26. So let's just pop back up here. Get the nether star generator. Ooh, purple blocks. We need 2 sets of those. Halitosis generator. Frosty generator, we need ice. So water bucket. I believe, are you the... No, you are the glacial precipitator. Let's switch to you to ice. And let's make a thing of ice. Perfect. We get a free bucket out of it. And the frosty generator. And then the death generator. Nice and easy. The Disenchantment Generator, which requires a enchantment table. So we'll need to make a book. Nothing too difficult there. And finally, the slimy generator. So we need a slime block. Nice and easy. And that should be literally every single one here. So let's go ahead and complete these. And then we get to make the rainbow generator. So the rainbow generator is super powerful. However, it requires one of every single machine generator that we just made, plus the others that we made before. So the survival, furnace, culinary, and ender. It requires all, what, 16 of these generators to be producing power at the same time. And so that is really annoying. But to make the rainbow generator, it's actually pretty straightforward and easy. By the way, just kind of overview. Survival generator, furnace generator, and overclock generator take furnace items. Culinary generator we've seen takes food. Magmatic is lava. Heated redstone is lava and redstone. Ender is ender eyes, ender pearls, that kind of stuff. Potion generator, potions. Pink generators, anything that's pink. Explosive, TNT. Nether star, nether stars. Halitosis is dragon's breath. Frosty is cold items, so snow, ice, that kind of stuff. Death generators is mob drops, so rotten flesh or bones, I believe. Slimy generator, slime, and disenchantment is enchanted books. So that is what they all require. So we need to make the rainbow generator. And so to make that, we need all of the other things. And it has actually 2 halves. So this one requires a few that we don't have, at least on us. So let's see. We need to make survival generator. And then there is the bottom half of the rainbow generator. And the top half is going to require the culinary and the ender. So we're going to need to make 2 more furnace generators. 1, 2, probably 3 actually. So there is the ender. Actually, I think I might have just made an extra one because I think there is everything. Okay. And then we just put these 2 together and make the rainbow generator. And that is all of the extra utilities generators. So we're going to put that into our system and never actually use it because it's really annoying to set up. I'm planning on setting it up in Sky Factory once we get back to that series, once I repair my computer, which I still haven't done. Sorry, it takes me forever to decide on parts, and I just haven't had a chance to. So if you want to see that being set up, look forward to that series. But we're not going to do it in this one. We're going to stick with solar panels. And yeah, I think the rest of the episode, we're just going to open loot chests and hope for some good stuff. So let's get this stuff in some sort of an organization. And we have glowstone ingots, fluix blocks, and Certus quartz blocks. That's really nice, but we don't need it anymore. Fluid displays. Invar hammer. Ooh, draconic cores. That's 8 of those. That's really nice. Anything with Draconic Evolution is always good. Mechanism. Ooh, solar panel stuff. And an Awakened Draconium Crux, which we already have. Can I use this for anything else? Nope. So if we wanted to make another Awakened Draconium plant, we could. And we might actually do that at some point. I did not mean to put those back in there. I wanted them in my hotbar. Fluid displays. Dragon egg crux, so we can make another one of those. Some cosmetics and speed upgrades. So we're going to put those down there. And yeah, not too bad of a haul, but nothing too great either. So that is going to be it for this episode, I do believe. So next time, what are we going to do? Well, we can continue doing quests. That's not a terrible idea. And I'm going to continue getting Dragon Egg Essence because why not? I actually might wait on that. So we need to get a little bit more Neutronium. And that might be the next thing we try to do. The Neutronium collectors require a lot of nether stars. What is it? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 each. But we can get a lot of nether stars now. So maybe we start making a handful of Neutronium collectors. Getting them set up in a place somewhere around the base. And start getting a little bit more Neutronium. We have 2 ingots now. And once we get the Neutronium seeds, we can get Neutronium essence. That will give us nuggets a little bit quicker. So that's kind of the idea. But we'll see what we end up doing. So I'm not sure what we'll end up actually doing next time. Maybe we'll just do more quests. We might have more ingredients to do environmental tech. Considering we've gotten 3 iridium crystals in the last like 15 minutes. That's really fast for a tier 1. So yeah, that is going to be it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!